Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Greer Music channel. Today I'm going to do something that I've been asked to do for a long time, and that's I'm going to do an overview of how I make old school jungle tracks on the PO-33 K.O. Alright, so stick around. Alright, so this is going to be the first of a three-part video series. The first part I'm going to talk about sample sourcing and building a library of your complementary sounds. And the second part we're going to talk about how we transfer those sounds into the PO-33, how I chop them, how I prepare them and get them all ready to make a song with. And then part three, we're going to go through the whole arrangement of creating a new piece of music on the PO-33 from start to finish. Alright, so as I said, we're going to start with samples. Now, let me tell you a little bit what's going on here. This is the koala sample on my iPad. And I'm just using this as a repository basically for all the sounds I know I want to use. So what I did before I started this video, I went on to samplefocus.com. It's a free web-based sample resource. It's all royalty free. There's no licensing charges or anything like that. And I literally just sampled these sounds directly off the web into my iPad. So with any jungle track, I always start by trying to source good drum sounds. And the almond break obviously is a huge part of the jungle sound, so that's usually where I start. So I've got this loop. All right, kind of a bassline almond. I like this one because it had that psh, psh in the front. Love it. And then I have sort of a varying almond. Nice. And then I have a third drum that's kind of almond-ish, but it's a different sort of break. And there's probably a name for that one too. I don't know what it is. And then I always get one more kit that's like more your straight up normal drum and bass kind of drum sounds. And we'll get into the reason why in the other videos, but I like to have different kinds of drum sounds because as I progress through a track, I like to switch up the drum kits. It just seems to add like new life for different parts of the song and kind of gets you hyped. So there's the drums. Obviously, drum and bass jungle, you can't have drums without bass. So I've got some bass sounds here. Again, sampled them right off of that website. Nice little resi bass stab on that one. Got that sort of air horn thing going with that one. Then we got that, that's kind of a resi Reese sort of sound. So I've got three different bass sounds. Again, I'm not going to use the same bass sound all the time, or I might kind of alternate back and forth between them in different parts of the track, because I like when they're sort of... You know what I mean, if you listen to jungle, you know how that goes. Okay, so there's our bass. Then I've got some melodic sounds here. Now I did get these three from my Electron Digitone. So if you've got a synth handy, throw that in there too. And it doesn't really have to be a fancy synth. I've used you know, other pocket operators, all kinds of tiny things to come up with just textures for jungle tracks. It really does not have to be that fancy. But I've got this chord thing. See? All right. Then I've got this. Not so sure about that one yet. It may work, it may not, but I threw it on there anyway just because I thought it might. Again, give yourself a lot of options when you're preparing your sounds. And then we've got this other one. Kind of a synthy string sort of lead sound. To me, that might go with that sort of raga, reggae, drum and bass kind of thing. Okay, then got a couple other textural things here. Again, with that reggae deal, had to get me a guitar for your breakdown section if it gets slow. Then we've got some vocals.
Fire.
Fire. This one.
Back up for the bass line, you know.
I mean, come on. It's pretty cliche, but I think it'll work. And if I don't like it, I'll chop it up and mangle it, and you won't even tell what it is. And then I've got this loop here. That's not harmonious. We might have to change the pitch on that. But again, I'm not so sure about that one. I may just chop it up. I may just use one little snip of that voice or the little guitar that's in the background. But again, give yourself options. Because once you start putting things into here, You can chop them, you can slow them down, put filter, change the pitch. I mean, it's real easy to play them chromatically. So if it's not the right note, or it's not the right note going in, that doesn't mean you can't find the right note or make it be the right note once it's on the sampler. So yeah, again, this video is just about selecting complementary sounds. Build yourself a library that you know you can sample quickly and easily into this device to start making a track. Just to kind of give you a demo of how these might work together, I'll just play around a little bit here. Let's see.
Back up for the bass line, you know. Wow.
Anyway, you get the idea. So yeah, go ahead and subscribe so you get an update for the next video. We're going to start talking about putting these samples into here, and maybe we'll make a few patterns and start to think about how we want to make this into a track. And video 3, we'll go over the whole songwriting process from beginning to end on the PO-33 K.O. All right, that's about it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in a few days. Bye.